Hello.
Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House.
Oh. Of course I act on behalf of Mr. House. Why else would I be here?
I am sorry. Meant no offense. The billboards are not ready yet. Please, I need more time, more materials.
Spare parts, assembly tools, generators. Mr. House wouldn't buy your excuse.
I should have known that Mr. House wouldn't have sent just anybody. Anything I might offer to, well, encourage discretion.
Have you seen the cost of pliers, duct tape, and saws lately? 300 caps.
Yeah, I imagine that it takes a lot to fill the void of such a bottomless soul. Take the caps and leave me to my sorrows.
Relax, I was just kidding. It's not very funny. What's all this writing about Mr. House?
You were? Really? Okay, for a moment I thought you were gonna tighten my screws. Like everyone else around here.
Really? Nah, I'm not here for anything like that. Who are you?
That's great to hear. Really great. I'm Sheldon from Vault 21. Although here I go by my artistic name, Michelangelo. So what brings you here?
An artist. Rare thing to see. What's your story?
Well, not much, really. Vault 21 was my home. My dear home. I left it to explore the outside world. At first it was a marvel to behold. My inspiration flowed true, and its works caught Mr. House's attention. That's how I ended up in this place.
Yeah, and you lived in Vault 21. It sounds as if you don't like this place, though. What's wrong with it?
I feel haunted by something terrible. Working in such a huge workshop often makes me shiver. I can't even leave the strip.
So is this fear of the outside world draining your inspiration?
Yes, I think so. But please, keep quiet about it. Without inspiration, I'm as good as a tumbleweed drifting in the barren wasteland.
And I can go back and say, you really believed I wasn't working for Mr. House? I can't help you with the medicine. I might be able to help you with the medicine. Look at that. I have it at the tip of my tongue. Agoraphobia. Agomora. Yeah. Why don't you pack up and return to Vault 21?
Wouldn't that be great? No, Mr. House filled it with concrete. Only a few rooms and halls remain. My sister was able to turn them into a hotel.
He filled Vault 21 with concrete. We really need to go to Vault 21. He does have a suit, obviously. You lived in Vault 21. Tell me about that.
Most people don't understand what it means to grow up in a vault. Its corridors, its walls, radiate a warmth that feels safe, honest. But here, everything is huge and threatening. It's so empty that I think one of these days I'll just snap.
Do you know Dr. Mitchell?
You mean Mitch? Oh, it's been ages since I've heard the name. My sister and I used to call him Mole Butt. Don't ask. That was a long time ago. Before we exchanged the warmth of our home for the thin air of the wasteland.
Yeah, Dr. Mitchell came from Vault 21. I guess it makes sense. It makes a lot more sense for you to be given a Pip-Boy from basically a vault that doesn't exist anymore, and it's basically at the center of the whole region, than just some random vault out in the middle of nowhere, like Vault... Which one? 38, I think it was, the one that we passed by, actually close by. I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, all right. So, bye.
I think he has more than agoraphobia. He seems to have some sort of social anxiety sort of situation. Actually, I will be able to... I need the power armor over here. I will be able to... Today's physician. Let's hope that this works. Excuse me. I will diagnose you now.
Oh, what do you want?
Tell me about yourself again. What was that thing?
I am Sheldon.
Yeah, but about 21.
Most people don't, but
It's fine, it's fine. That's the one over here. Yeah, I can't ask that. You seem to dread hearing about Mr. House's request. What is the problem?
It's this place. My inspiration ebbs and I don't know how to stop it.
Yeah. There it is. We found it. We found it. You exhibit clear symptoms of acute agoraphobia. I can help. Can I, actually? I mean, I have medicine and I just read a magazine.
Ah, an educated fellow. Now that is almost as rare as artistry. So, how can you help me regain my inspiration?
Well, there's a lot of options, as it turns out. Several years of psychoanalysis and a few thousand caps a month will fix you. That's one way of looking at it. I know this guy in Freeside, really good at trepanation. You'd be amazed how I don't know what trepanation is. Grow a pair and go into the real world to find your inspiration. Ooh, this is an interesting take. I could escort you into the wasteland. It's not so bad.
Thank you for the offer, but I think I really can't go to see... Wait a minute. I know, I don't have to necessarily be there to see it.
What do you mean?
Yes, that's it. I have a camera. It is old, but it should work. Perhaps you could bring me images of inspiring landmarks.
I'll help you. Do you have any landmarks in mind?
I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometer sign at NVAC. Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign. The McCarran Airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle.
Right, I don't know half of those things. Okay, you got a deal. I'll return with the pictures.
Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for this. Please, get me all the pictures. I'll compensate you accordingly. Oh, and if you need more camera film, then just come back and I'll get it for you. Again, thank you.
Kodak R9000.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Eddie, you have the worst tempo. It's not tempo, but like... how did this happen? Why did this happen? Anyway, we'll never know. Let's continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Well, I guess that's that. Eddie, what are you doing? What is going on? You spooky little fella. My God. I still want to mess with this computer, though. I mean, an easy way would be to eat a stealth boy. So, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, look at the... I figured it was over here. Schematics billboard. That's just a thing. Yep, sounds good to me. So now, stealth boy. This better be good. Sheldon Weintraub's mail. Messages. New messages from Sarah Weintraub. What's shaking, my cool bro? You'll be happy to know that our vault is packed and coasting along. Even with those Legionnaires' bad news, we still get plenty of NCR squares down here. They are all chirpy and don't appear to mind that Caesar is cruising for a bruising all over the place. Maybe the NCR is stronger than we thought, huh? Don't know. You think we can trust them over Mr. House? I still feel all clutched over what he did to our home. I mean, yeah, it is good that we got to keep part of our vault, but I can't shake the thought that one of these days he'll just push me out into the open. Once he does not need us anymore, I tell you, we should have never accepted his challenge. That Chucksters cheated us. I am sure. Anyway, you've heard all of that before, and I just wanted to bring you a smile. Cheer up, Buttercup. I miss you. Sarah. I think we're going to meet her. Upcoming billboard requirements over here. Mail message loaded. I don't think it is loaded. Sent mail. I think it's missing. Maybe he doesn't have any. Sis, missing you like never before. Hey, little sis, how are you holding up? I miss you so much, Sarah. This place makes me want to run back to our home. Every single day, I just had to write you so that I could feel a bit warmer. The warehouse's cold air weighs on me as heavily as the concrete that Mr. House dumped in our vault. Damned to be his soul. Yeah, I imagine that you did not expect that outburst from your cool bro, but I am reaching the end of the corridor here. Emptiness is my muse. Doubt is my only mistress. Everything that once inspired my art slowly drifts back into nothingness, into an unfathomable void where neither I find light nor its radiance searches for the spring of my soul. But don't I sound pathetic? I do not wish to worry you, little sis. I just wish that I could be there with you right now. Perhaps once I find my strength again, once I finish the latest suggestion for Mr. House, I'll venture into the strip and visit you. My thoughts are with you, hot-headed Rodster. Hey, what is a Rodster? Actually, hot-headed Roadster. Right. The old school way of calling it a roaster, I assume. What is this? I don't know what that is. Maybe he doesn't have any new messages. Eddie, give me one of the Pip-Boys. Sorry, Stealth Boys. Only the one. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Let's go to Vault 21, meet Sarah.
Vegas at night is like nothing else.
Vault 21. Right. So, it's all filled in. Oh, we just found it. It's all filled in, so it makes sense that we wouldn't find any normal entrance to a vault. But we have the gift shop. Hello. Man, those are some cool vault suits. Hard work is happy work. Right. Oh, look at these. Admin. And of course, that's Sarah. I'll talk to you, Sarah, in a little bit. Look at all these things. And this is a Fallout 3. Actually, I think this is the first concept art that was ever released for Fallout 3. And it kind of looks like it says Fallout 3, but over there, but it isn't. It's Fallout Shelter. I think it was the first one. This is just a downsized version of it, and this was also released for Fallout 3. I can look at it. I can just look. You got computers a little. Hi, I'm sorry. I need to mess with this. Services. Dinner menu. Enjoy our pre-war classic dinner with the following meals: breakfast. As for Tam sugar bombs, give the young ones an easy boost. Real corn flour pancake would make Monfato Co. proud. Savory iguana sausages. No, we only cook female iguanas. That's just to clear things out. Lunch. Mesquite-flavored cazador wings. Get back at them with spice. Apple-sauced gecko stew. So good you'll crawl up the wall. Creamy mac and cheese. Your wife will stop asking for clam chowder. That's for dinner. Brahmin sirloin on blue bighorn cheese. Even Gandhi could not sit this one out. Yum yum deviled eggs over pork and beans. Go out tonight with a bang. Because it's just because of the cholesterol. Grilled mantis claw on pinon nuts. Has he been for too long in Gomorrah? Oh, that's because it's a dick. It's a dick joke. All meals served from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. The gift catalog over here. Vault 21's gift shop offers the finest pre-war merchandise in all of New Vegas. Vault 21 suits, real leather with real attitude. I'm pretty sure... I keep saying this in different locations throughout my different Let's Plays of Fallout games, but I'm pretty sure Fallout suits are supposed to be spandex. Now, I have looked for why or where I have learned this, and I cannot find interviews or any info on them being spandex. Like originally thought as spandex, obviously. Not canonically they're not. But I do know that they were blue and yellow for technical reasons. So Fallout has a specific color palette, in the sense that there's limited amounts of colors that the game could have at the time, for technical reasons. And so Leo Boyarsky, I believe, was asking Tim Kaine or whoever was working at the game in the game at the time, what kind of colors, because they didn't have blues and they didn't have yellows, and so there's something the reason why they went with the bright blue and the bright yellow for the vault suits has to do with the technical limitations. They didn't choose those colors because of technical limitations, but the idea behind it is that they would go for garish colors or for bright colors also because of technical limitations. So they would have those colors because otherwise the game is very brown and red and green, the Fallout 1 and 2, I mean. And so it doesn't have those colors very often, but they kind of needed it because this was done early in development. So they kind of needed the blues and the yellows, or that bright yellow. So they sort of, okay, to heck with it. We're going to make the vault suits look like that, and we, you get the useful with the pretty, as it were, as the Portuguese saying goes. I'm not really sure if that's how it translates. Anyway, the point is, there's a little story behind that. But I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be spandex, because that's how they kind of look in the. They very much look like that in the cutscenes, and it's also spandex is a very sort of weird old school type of material. And we don't use that anymore. We don't do spandex anymore. Even in the 90s, we didn't do spandex anymore. It's very 80s. It died off in the 80s, but it used to be like 70s and I think maybe not the 60s. I'm not sure if it existed even in the 60s. Anyway, the point is, they say it's leather, but that's a retconning. That's what I mean to say. Pre-war toasters, crunch of yesterday in today's bread. Pre-war books, pleasure of owning what you can't understand. Vault 21 card decks stacked with 200 years of good luck. Sensor module, see them coming a mile away. Vault 21 pool sets, hustle it like Minnesota Fats. I don't know what that is. It sounds like, maybe it's like the Bears or something. Nitrogen canisters, laugh it all out, because if you laugh if you have nitrogen, it's like a new euphoric thing. Pre-war, I've never tried it. Hiccup. I have hiccups though. Pre-war toy cars. Toys. Yes, but these still run. Because the other ones don't. Be among the elite few to possess a piece of the past in your bright future. Vault 21. What did I select? It's the services here. Courtesy, intercom, wake-up calls, laundry facilities, guided tours, strip, quote-unquote, style poker lessons. That's... You're not stripping down. It's the strip of New Vegas. It's a road. It's called the strip because it's a big road, I think. Room service, network access, and that's the convenience side of things. We also have the history of Vault 21, a paradise of equality. Vault 21 has a story, unlike any other nuclear fallout shelter. You are about to learn why. It is common knowledge that some vaults were built and organized with motives that went beyond their function as safeguards of our last great hope. The hope that humanity would survive even the worst catastrophe imaginable, nuclear war. And you know what? I think this computer might have not been written by or overseen. Who wrote this? I ask. How is it common knowledge? It's so little common knowledge that it was decided in Fallout 2. the fact that the vaults were, some of them had ulterior motives, the way they were assigned. Basically, some vaults were experiments, were social experiments. Not all vaults, they were control vaults, but still, even the control vaults are social experiments. But many vaults, I'm not sure if most vaults, but many vaults were like specific experiments engineered by vault tech to see what would happen when people who only have one water chip or something like that. Although I'm not sure if Vault 13 is a control vault either. The point is, the Vault 13 is a vault that never opens, or is supposed to open 200 years in the future. I don't remember. Vault 13 is an experiment vault, but it's like a tame experiment. It's not like an experiment where there's 999 men and one woman, or vice versa. But the point is, that is so little common knowledge that in Fallout 1, people didn't know that. People who worked in the game didn't know that, didn't make it into the game. That's not part of the game. It's only in Fallout 2, and it's in Fallout 2, and it's a freaking revelation. It's like a fundamental point in the storyline. It's like halfway through the game you find this thing about the vaults being a social experiment, and there's like this big hollow disc that explains it all. So it's definitely not common knowledge. It's common knowledge among the fan base for sure. But anyway, Vault 21 was one of these experimental vaults. In the spirit of Las Vegas, our vault was built and organized around gambling. Everything you will see here follows the idea that humans can coexist and organize their lives based on the principle that skill is the only factor that could tip the blind balance held by Lady Luck, which is not what gambling is, but maybe in the eyes of an American person, it might be. We embodied the perfect equilibrium between self-reliance and social equality. Each level of Vault 21 was symmetrical and transparent. That's not what equality is, but anyway. Each room looked exactly like the next, and every gambling place was built in plain sight so that no person would take advantage of over another. Thanks to this, quarrels in our society were solved from an equal starting ground. That's the best one, just like our American dream promised so long ago. After 200 years of living in harmony, we finally awoke to the nature of the outside world when Mr. House, in his able wisdom... Why are they saying able wisdom? Anyway, resurrected the lost city of New Vegas. 7 years ago, Mr. House rebuilt and organized the great city of New Vegas. Vault 21 rests in the middle of the Strip, and it was inevitable that it would become part of the city's bright future. Mr. House contacted our community and offered us to participate in the resurgence of New Vegas. Most Vault 21 dwellers refused the offer. Life was comfortable, safe, and fruitful. We had grown so accustomed to the benefits of our isolated society that we could not conceive leaving it behind for an unknown future teetering on a precarious balance. Still, there were some among us who disagreed with the prevailing wisdom. They challenged, on Mr. House's behalf, each of the vault levels as representatives that supported continuing our isolation. According to the custom, a game would be set up where the winner would decide the course of the community's future. A game of blackjack was scheduled. It's kind of interesting that they say, is this the commentary here? They already mentioned the American dream, for one, but I think the commentary here might be that they're trying to pass something as what is rightfully yours. It's a matter of skill, and the best win. And they're specifically using the game of blackjack, which is a game of random chance. Now, it can be gamed, but it's to such little extent that, especially on a single game, it is absolute blind luck. And they're saying that it's about... I think that's the commentary on the society of the myth of the meritocracy. It's probably criticizing that or satirizing that. Anyway, a game of blackjack was scheduled and held in this very level of Vault 21. After many hours of grueling struggle, Mr. House's supporters won in an extremely risky and fateful gambit. They decided to open up the doors to the outside world. The rest upheld our system and remained true to their promise to abide by the victor's decision. After almost 200 years within Vault 21's halls, we released the seals of the ancient doors. We opened to a new world. Mr. House, with the help of the families, had transformed the mostly unharmed ruins of Las Vegas into a paradise. It resembled the city that we remembered thanks to the stories and items that our forefathers told and secured in Vault 21 after the cataclysm. We were awestruck and cautious at once. Slowly, we left the confines of the vault and settled within New Vegas, aiding in its reconstruction. Vault 21, a giant complex of functioning machinery, became a great source of materials with which to rebuild anew, maybe. Mr. House stripped the vault and filled its empty husk with concrete, only leaving behind part of the vault's top level. This section is where you now find hospice and where the warmth of our ancient home remains alive for all to enjoy. We have come to recognize the wisdom of Mr. House in forgiving a new and brighter future for all generations of New Vegas's inhabitants. Without his leadership, the barren wasteland would have remained uncivilized, savage, and brutal for all time. We sincerely hope that you join us in celebrating the glory of New Vegas and the memory of Vault 21's legacy. There's a little bit of a hint of Vault 8, which is the vault of Vault City in Fallout 2 specifically. A little bit of a sniff of that bigotry that they have in there, although in this particular case it's just maybe ignorance more than necessarily bigotry, which is the case for Vault 8, I believe. And we have mail messaging over here. Unregistered user. Network access denied. Pay up and try again. Thank you. Aw. Anyway.
Hey.
Yes, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
What kind of things do you sell in this gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Vault gear. Swell. Can you show me what you got?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Sarah, stop right there. Do you actually have any vault gear?
Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
What is that line? That's the bad line. The line that if you don't have speech. I can't get my speech up there. I'll help you out.
You would? You really would? That would help me a lot.
All right, consider it done.
Thank you so much. You're an angel. I can't wait to see you again.
I want to talk to you about more things. Oh my god, what happened? It's all very confusing.
Good to see you again.
Yes, let's see what you have for sale.
Take a look at this.
No. I was gonna say a lot of money. That's not true. We do have an armored Vault 21 jumpsuit, which is the first armored jumpsuit that we find. But she doesn't have much. Thank you.
Thanks.
I would like to hear again, no, actually I wouldn't. A Vault Hotel, was it like this before the war?
No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to think of it. But it is the most special vault ever.
What's so special about this vault?
My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. I'll give you a quick tour of my home. Oh yeah, if you like.
Sure, I'd like that.
Rightio, Daddy-o. Let's do it.
Don't forget your spoon.
All right, please follow me. We'll head into the vault right away.
This game has so many tours. So many tours.